Now let's try something a little bit more fun and more interesting. Wild cards. So wild cards in programming generally is something that allows you not to specify the entirety of what you want to do, but somehow it should still work for the whole, right? So for example, let's say that you are not really sure how to spell Michael, right? So some people spell their Michael with E-A-L, right? That's M-I-C-H-E-A-L. Some other people are going to spell their own Michael as A-E-L, right? While some people might even spell their Michael as M-I-K-E-L. Okay, now we're trying to probably replace all the occurrences of Michael right here to become Mike, and I want to carry out that operation in one single sweep. Okay, now to replace, I have to use what? I have to use Control H. Okay, remember I'm working from the biodata worksheet right now. So if I press Control H on my keyboard to find and replace, now what I want to replace is all the Michaels. I want to replace them to become just simple Mike. Now the problem is they are all spelled differently, but one thing is common between every one of them. They all start with M-I and they all end with L, right? So what I can do with that information is I can start to type what I'm looking for with M-I, and then because I really don't know what they have in the middle, for some people after M-I is C-H, for some other person it is K, right? And then there are still other letters within that are not exactly the same thing across board. That's where I can use the asterisk sign, which is the multiply sign on my keyboard. What that does is, it's kind of like fills up with any number of letters in between the MI and the next thing that I want to type now. Right now, the last thing is the L. So technically now, what I'm trying to replace right now is anything that starts with MI and have any number of characters in between that MI and letter L. So I want to replace anything like that with M-I-K-E. Okay, so I'm just going to click on replace all, and you should see that number 2 Michael, number 6 Michael, and number 11 Michael spelled differently should all be replaced. So I'm just going to click on replace all, and you see it has replaced all 3 of those guys. So the asterisk sign is something that you can use to fill in for any number of letters that you are really not sure about. Depends on the position where you have it. So if you place it at the beginning, it simply means that you are looking for any number of characters from that beginning and then following all the way to MI like that. If you decide to place it at the end, it means that you are looking for MI and then following any number of characters that you can find after that as well.